Ciao comrades, hola compañeros, welcome, pleasure. Today I have here this hacked switch from AliExpress. I have here also normal LCD switch, Vita OLED and Vita LCD. In the first part of the video we are looking at the hacked switch. And in the second part we are looking at the Switch OLED specifically. This is my very first unit and the screen is really stunning. I know now everybody's talking about Switch 2, but I'm always like at least one generation behind. So let's get into it. So here it is, I bought it off AliExpress and I paid 250 British pounds for the tablet only, plus £50 extra for 512GB micro SD card. That is about £300 altogether. Here I also want to mention that AliExpress is now having a big Black Friday sale. Until December 4th, many items are there for really good prices. For best deals you can also use my discount codes, and later in the video I will talk about the cashback. But now let's get back to hacked switch. So modded Switch OLED, in terms of the condition, it looks very good. No scratches on the screen or from the backside. There are just minimal signs of wear in there. Here we can see the warranty sticker. I wanted to show you inside, but I'm not gonna be doing it because I want to keep my warranty, so I'm keeping the sticker on. The micro SD it came with is a branded SanDisk Evo Plus one. Not sure if it's genuine, but I hope it is. I will let you know in case anything happens. At the first boot it goes right into this interface. I just press the button and voila, here we are inside the Switch. I've already installed some games, otherwise it would be all empty, all blank. Or if you would buy it without the memory card, you would just see this picture. And you would need to set it up all yourself. Also, this is not a tutorial, so I won't be going into any details in terms of hacking or anything related. This video is purely for scientific reasons. We are doing science in here. Here is my normal LCD switch with the games I bought physically and digitally, and I'm using it officially online and everything like that. So, how is it possible they can sell it with the games inside? I think it's possible because the games are not actually in there. So you still need to do additional steps. They are not hard, but you need to do them. And I guess that is enough for bypassing some kind of law, paragraph or restriction. If you didn't know, you can also buy plenty other hacked consoles from AliExpress filled with games. Like PSPs, Vita OLEDs, Vita Slims, 3DSs. You can also choose colors and SD card configuration, but these are a bit different because all of these can be easily hacked via software. And I don't think there is much sense in buying them because usually they are really overpriced. However, it's a bit different with the Switch. Unless you have old version 1, they can be only hacked with a chip. And this is quite tricky for regular unskilled person. And chips are cheap. And switches are cheap too. Nintendo sold like 150 million units worldwide. And that means you can buy hacked Switch cheaper than hacked 3DS or Vita. Cause these are much more rare. What's more, for example, I was trying to get this chip installed in the UK. I was contacting one micro soldering specialist and they told me just for installation of the chip they are asking 120 British pounds. Just for the work you need to provide your switch and your chip. This price is clearly insane because, for example, here as you can see they are asking 150 pounds for Switch LCD with 128GB micro SD card, which is a reasonable price in my opinion. Then if you would wanna buy hacked Switch Lite, that one is more expensive, about 200, and the Switch OLED is the most expensive, about 250 for the tablet only. Hacked Switch is absolutely worth it in 2025, no doubt about it. Normal, non-hacked Switch is also absolutely worth it in my opinion. With hacked Switch, it's not just about piracy. For example, my favorite thing to do is to overclock the system. You can overclock CPU, GPU, RAM for better, smoother frame rate. It's very easy thing to do. You can choose a game you want to overclock and you can also set the intensity of the overclock. There are plenty options to choose from. Then you can also change themes, install emulators, 60 FPS patches, edge detectors, you can backup your saves, you can stream your games from PC, you can even run Linux on Switch. I've seen people were running recently Dead Space 1, 2, 3 in there. A lot of useful things can be done with the hacked switch. But that's for a different video. Now I wanna look at the OLED screen in closer detail. The screen, man, it's truly beautiful. Here I'm comparing it to normal switch, and it's so much better, and it's also much larger. Body size is same, but the bezels are much smaller. That means the beautiful OLED screen is also larger. It was especially noticeable with the games like Ori and the Will of Wisps. The colors, the contrast, the atmosphere, absolutely breathtaking on the OLED switch. I'm sure my camera is not doing it justice, cause with the real eyes it's truly stunning. Then I've compared it to normal LCD switch, but running same game, Hollow Knight. It's so much better. The blacks are really deep, the colors are really vibrant and really popping up. Then I've compared it to OLED Vita. This Vita OLED display is 10 years older. Still, I think it's doing great job at displaying all these colors. I brought up also LCD Vita and I put all four next to each other. All of them are looking really good, but the OLED Switch OLED really is standing out. I had one more game to compare, Cuphead. Here it was much more closer. The startup screen, the map screen, there were almost no differences. Then when I was fighting the boss, also the colors, I mean, there were not much difference. I think it's because Cuphead is using like this, grainy filter. But I could clearly see that the boss on the Vita was downscaled. It is an impossible homebrew Vita port, of course it was downscaled, and of course it's still mind-blowing. Now to the AliExpress cashback. You can join my team and get up to 10% cashback on everything. Plus you can earn more points by completing daily tasks. The higher the team points, the more cashback you get. You can join simply by scanning this QR code or clicking the link down in the description below. And don't forget to use my discount codes for the best deals. Now to sum things up, I think Hacked Switch from AliExpress is really worth it. At least the base version, that's the best deal. But of course you can still play all Switch games like Red Dead Redemption, plus all the other fun things like overclocking, emulators, etc. Switch OLED and Lite are more expensive, but they are not terrible deals either. Do you know what's a really terrible deal? This new Nintendo 3DS XL for 270 British pounds. Man, does anyone even buy it? Because these prices are really insane. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, join, whatever your heart craves for. Thanks to you for watching, thanks to all of my Patreons and joiners for their continued support, it's greatly appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.